Man, that show still caught on. Anyway, it's not Flashback Friday today, but we're talking current. We're talking AEC. Now, today, the man formerly called AI. Okay, so I can say AI. I'm sure you know AI, right? AI. Artificial intelligence.
More than, this one is more than artificial intelligence.
We'll be talking with a whole lot of things about AEC today. I'm sure as part of the conversation, we'll be asking him why he switched from the AI to AEC. You know, but whichever ways, we always still resonate with this artist. He's one of the very Ghanaian artists that we have. Super duper talented guy, man. By all standards, man. I've soaked AEC in and out. So like when it comes to his music, yeah, me and him, they're Charlie. Yeah.
That doesn't sound right, but yeah, okay.
Like
I agree with you. Yeah, soaking him in and out
yes,
doesn't sound right. But yeah, I agree. AEC is a really talented one, right? He's got some finesse when it comes to his music and his sound, which is really, really
There's
good.
a lot of soul in his delivery.
Yeah.
Like you can hear that the person is passionate about what they're doing. I really like him. I'm a big fan. Excited.
Well, big fan in here, big fan out there. AC is going to be live in the studio. It's going to be in our big conversation as we profile him, his journey, his interest, and his plans as well. But before all that happens, today is Friday. We still have things for you, Unpacking Sports Direct. You can't miss out on that. Well, Lenny, what's cooking?
Well, you know how you don't exactly know your value until one day you realize and you're like, I'm actually this big of an artist. Now, British artist RD is telling us about that.
The rapper.
And also, yeah. And then also, rather unfortunately, but Nigeria has lost one of their media personalities, which is really sad. I mean, for me, especially when young people pass, it's just crazy to me because I'm like the potential and then the sorrow, right? Leaving family behind. Whenever I'm really able to move on from, all of these things.
Just to echo what you're saying, we're still on the person we lost, and
Echo Blankson.
Yeah, and it's just like we forget that we are also human at a point. And then it hits us by shock.
Yeah, with everyone's passing, it's just really sad for me because I'm like, hey, it's crazy, you know. But God rest his soul and comfort the family. That's all that I can say because, man, it's just mad. But yeah, we'll be talking about that. And then to some exciting news, Blacko. Blacko is in the news again. Yesterday he released a video to one of his songs. So,
45.
Yes. I didn't want to, please. Why did you mention it?
I told you that if you don't treat me nice, every morning we'll go.
Who sent you to mention it?
Every morning
Just
we'll
keep
go.
it for those who don't know about it.
I said every morning
but yeah,
we'll go.
Blacko has
If I
released
probably
a new
don't stop
song.
these two, we're just going on this banter for only God knows how long. But anyway, he took us downside by, exciting news as well with Blacko. We're looking forward to that video as well. He did share 45 seconds of that video on there. I'm sure you also want to check it out, but it's definitely going to be on the station. But that's not all. There's still more. Cyril, what's Sports Direct cooking for us this morning?
Still relationship wahala in a certain camp.
We are tired.
I'm even tired. Maybe I won't read it because, but it's life, right? So sportsmen and their families still struggling. We have some not great, but interesting news. A legend is in the news again for something that was wrong as far back as 1986, but today it's going to earn quite a lot of money. And then there's a ranking. I did the players ranking. Well, there's another ranking that is going to have a lot of people upset.
Wow, interesting. Well, already the first top 10 FIFA World Best players was something else. Looking forward to this one as well. And you out there, hey, maybe we should do a top 10 ranking of your favorite artists in Ghana. How about that? Or maybe your movie stars in Ghana. Or maybe you can just expand it. Your favorite presenters, your favorite models, your favorite influencers. Well, talking influencers, yesterday, two of them joined us live in the studio on our Creators Economy Conversation. Big shouts going out to them again. Echo Blankson and Chidera. Echo
McLean.
Sorry, Echo McLean. Blankson.
Echo McLean, not Echo Band. No, it's Echo McLean and Chidera David.
Chidera David.
Yeah.
And
please pardon them, because if you are 52 and 45 respectively, it's difficult to have to remember certain things.
Thank you for the first part.
Yeah.
You see why I don't give her a chance? You were saying I should leave her alone.
The 52-year-old Jay Foley and 45-year-old Cyril.
We will
you
do
know,
it. No
I
problem.
understand you guys perfectly. Like, it's not easy to have to, remember certain things at this age. So
Nah, don't worry.
I've not got a babe.
Cyril, don't worry. These Ghana card babies, that's how they talk. No problem.
Ghana card babies.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi babies.
It's all good though. So it was a great conversation, and big shouts and massive thank you to you, Chidera, as well. He gave me a lovely clip in the video, and I really did enjoy it. But anyway, 7:10 exactly a.m. on the dot. Let's jump into our song of the day. Let's get you in the mood first, and then we can deepen the conversation.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo, I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but what is sweeter?
Hey, hey, hey.
Someone on me, sweet little ginger. Hey,
Oh, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists at the end of the day be applauded and rewarded.
It's your official jam tonight when you are, driving your car around town. We've already spoken about Friday nights and how it goes. In fact, nightlife in Accra over the weekend, kicking start from like.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo, I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight
To give me the lyrics of the song. Starting off with Cyril.
Cyril.
Yes.
I'll do the part. I know. Phone don't stop ringing. All my friends are banging money, calling my phone like I'm banking, king. No be joke, I mean never making everything possible. They got my swag on.
And I'll take it from there. It's a good day, all night, all day, chillin', don't try me start tin. It's a Friday night,
all right, probably on that note.
So we're waiting for the chorus.
Well, yeah. So on that note,
this party,
easy. On that note, let's check out.
Easy as that.
I said easy. So on that note, let's go check out the trivia.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They loved them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweeter.
Hey. So follow me, sweet little ginger. Hey. Oh, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember, you know a traveler, you respect who the hustler. Far away, just a prowler. I can get what me coming, I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me, I know. Remember, you know a traveler, you respect who the hustler. Far away, just a prowler. I can get what me coming, I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me, I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Long way.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby. Everybody say I demand, but I don't mind. I'm gonna dance for you, my baby. Shake for you, my baby. Wine for you, my baby. Hey, yeah, you all the time. Dance for you, my baby.
I think it seems like a celebration, but this is a motivation for me to come back stronger. Younger K.
With you, but you know they get enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I get it easy, why I can't let. See, but you never lose to you. Hey man, them so fat. Oh, can you never lose to you? Listen man, them so fat to find your love.
This award goes to my team. I appreciate you guys so much. It's imperative to me that I give and dedicate this award to my team. Shouts to you, man. Love.
May I live on the mountain waiting for so long. Do you know how to do the dance? Let's go. My head. This one be for my mommy. It be for my puppy. This be for everyone. This be for Konogu Songo. I love you guys so much. One time. Everybody say yo. Say yo. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say puff puff pass my Mary Jane.
For the second time running, Kiddy wins the Artist of the Year for 3 Music Awards 2022.
Shout out to every artist in this category. Shout out to you, Black Hole. Love to you, my brother. Shout out to my team. Shout out to the fans. Charlie. Shout out to the DJ. Shout out to my family, my mom, Mambi. I know you're watching. Thanks to you, Ghana. I appreciate you so much. More music coming. I love you guys so much, man.
So allow me. Oh, allow me. Oh, allow me. The problem not the
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanye. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but body sweeter.
Hey, hey, hey. So follow me, sweet little ginger. Hey, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you know a traveler, the name is my booty hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming, I am swear I'm alive. I can't wait to be back, I know you miss me, I know. Remember you know a traveler, the name is my booty hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming, I am swear I'm alive. I can't wait to be back, I know you miss me, I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
to Plus 89.9 FM if you're streaming on there, listening to us on there, and live on 3 Music TV. Let's hear from you. Let's know it's Friday. Let's chill. But coming up next, Lenny's got more details on unpacking, right?
Yes. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about RD, right? Okay. So, like I mentioned, has there been a time with you two that you don't realize your worth or you don't realize the value that you have, that you either play down, your value, your worth, you play yourself down in any way? Because I think it happens.
Down on ourselves.
Yeah, like looking down on yourself.
Undervalue yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, usually we've mentioned this conversation before, where trying to price your work, and I think we said it yesterday, trying to price yourself for the work that you do, and at what point in time can you say you are charging this amount of money and it feels right, But for me, every time I'm going to do any job, especially emceeing, for an example, because of the field we are in, I tell you that, listen, I want to be comfortable knowing that this job I'm doing, I did it well. I charge right. So I would want you to pay me well, so that I know at the back of my mind that me standing here for the next 7 hours, and don't tell me that the show starts at 2 o'clock and it ends at 4:30. Oh, it's just 2.5 hours. We've heard that before. They try to come at 12 o'clock and come, and you get there, the show itself will start at 7 p.m. They keep it there till 12 midnight, and then you charge peanuts, and then at the end of the day, you are going home and looking at the money cry. You probably paid somebody with it before the event started. So I always I have sometimes undercharged and regretted my action at the event I was at, but right now, I open.
I clear.
Can I get a camera like this?
It happens a lot. I think it's because we're also in an industry where there's no standardization. Like, I had the same experience doing voiceovers. Like, the first time I was asked to do voiceovers, I didn't know what to charge. I've done so many free voiceovers, I'm even tired. Because the thing is on radio now, and you're in a car listening to yourself when you're like, my fuel light is on, But you couldn't have the vim to charge because you felt, maybe it comes easy to me. So how can I charge so much money for this? That's also part of the problem. The psychology of it, like Jay said, if you go to the barber shop, there's hair everywhere. The mechanic shop, there's grease, there's tools, you can hear machines cranking. So it seems like hard work. So mentioning the money to justify all that is cool. But if it's something coming from inside you, like a talent or a skill,
it's undercharged, undervalued.
It's like, I'm just going to talk. So that psychology is also there. So you need to move away from seeing it as something easy to seeing it as something very important. Usain Bolt said he's not paid for the 7 seconds he runs, right? He's paid for the 20 years that he's been learning how to run that time, and that's something that I keep in mind. So every time somebody says, if you can't do voice for we, I don't rush to charge. I take my time and think, look, I've been doing this for like almost 20 years. Let me charge him that, because I can get him his job in 10 minutes. Let me not charge him for the 10 minutes it's going to take. Let me charge him for the 20 years it took me to become an expert.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't send voiceovers to clients in you get it in 2 days, so that you can appreciate that.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually take that long, but they won't appreciate it if you
if you do it, you send it. Because they're going to say, okay, so the next time they can bring it to you at 10 a.m. and say, I want it at 10:30.
Just do it for us fast. It's just the voice.
Come and do it.
True. Well, now this British artist, he's called RD. He said that it took him a while, despite his hard work, it took him a while to actually realize how successful he is. So now we have a video to that, and I'm packing today. So let's go watch that video, okay?
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They loved them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweeter.
Hey, hey, hey.
So follow me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey, okay, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists.
Just Black Sheriff, so you can just go and listen to it if you do not know him. Okay, now he's talking about hard work and success. So I'd like to ask you guys, how long did it take you? Right, I know Jay has done 22 years in media, and then you've done about 15 plus years as well, right? So how long has it taken you putting in hard work to realize that, oh, people are actually accepting me for who I am, for what I do, and wanting to pay me my worth?
2.
It took you 2 years?
Yes, to realize it.
Okay.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to talk about what you see at the top, the trees, flowers, but
the flowers, but I don't know the roots. Yeah, yeah,
Ignore the roots down there. Like, yo, it's been going down. But I mean, hey, we've all come a long way, you know, and very appreciative of you know, the fact that I think we put in a certain level of work, you know, to be even on this platform here today, you know, and have an audience, you know, respectfully say that, you know what, I just take about X number of hours and just tune in and watch these guys. You know, let me just hear what they have to say. I trust them. So thank you very much. Thank you. And the rest of Jay-Z, you're far too kind.
See?
This is your Jay-Z. It took quite some time because we're operating in a field where it's very abstract, right? We create, whether it's design, whether it's voice, whether it's video production, we create out of nothing. So again, standardization doesn't exist. So you're basically trying to move from one gig to another, trying to establish yourself. And you get caught up in that routine of delivering, that you don't really pause and say, hold up, I'm now an expert at this. I've done X amount of this. Like the other day, I was checking out the voiceovers I've done, and it's in the hundreds.
That's
right?
Nice.
And I was like, listen, it never struck me. I found some old hard disks I was trying to, and I was just going through the files, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. Do you remember Intercontinental Bank? They're now Access Bank. I did the first Intercontinental Bank ad in like 2007.
Wow.
Yeah, and I found it on my hard disk, and I was like, hey, Cyril, your statue needs to be somewhere. You understand? Like, but
build you a statue.
Like on the regular, it never crossed my mind because I'm just so caught up in do it that you don't sit and introspect. So introspection is also key.
Really important, really important. Now, I would also mention the fact that, you know, even for us as creatives, sometimes it even takes a lot longer because you know how people just look down on the creative arts and say that, oh, they're not really putting in work or they're not really doing anything much. So it's just difficult for you to get to that point where you're like, okay, I need my flowers, or I need to even give myself my flowers, right? Yeah. So yeah, I think it's a good thing for Adi getting to this point where, you know, he's realized that I'm actually a big deal. Because what I realize is until you see yourself as a big deal, right? Nobody is going to see you as a big deal. Until you realize what you bring to the table and you're able to say it, people won't actually, you know, realize
give
and see what exactly what you bring to the table. So yeah, that's it for unpacking for us for today.
All right. Well, on that RD notes of us, you know, self-evaluating or, you know, realizing what we are worth. I mean, we still have more to come on the show as well. Don't forget, this is Culture Daily. You're still rocking here with Cyril, Lenny, and Jay. And we're going all the way till 10 a.m. Now, this morning, our main guest is the man AI, a.k.a. AEC, or more like AC, a.k.a. AI. I'm still bringing in the AI because, you know, there's been a transition. And maybe some of you didn't transition with him, but we did. God did. You know, yeah, we did. So we're going to be rolling with him. He's going to be giving us a massive performance in the studio. Well, for those of you who are listening on Plus 89.9 FM, you definitely still hear it. But if you want a bigger experience, catch it live on 3 Music TV and scan your TV again, catch it live. Take a video of it, tag us, tag him, you see himself, okay? And let's see that you are still watching us. But anyway, Cyril, so sports, man.
Yeah. So cutting into the sports, like I said, we have the story around divorce, and then we have another issue of ranking, and then there's something very controversial that's going to make someone a lot of money. But when I cut into my sports, I'll definitely bring you all the nitty-gritty details.
All right.
Sportsmen and divorce.
Well, something that's going to get somebody a lot of money. Well, like my guess is going on there as well, a divorce. But anyway, Sports Direct coming up next right here on Culture Daily on this Friday night. Oh, yeah. Check it out.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but body sweeter.
Hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey. Oh, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just the Kuala. Back again, where we coming now. I'm sorry, all my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me, I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just the Kuala. Back again, where we coming now. I'm sorry, all my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me, I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I bet with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby. Everybody say I demand, but I don't mind. I'm gonna dance for you, my baby. Shake for you, my baby. Wine for you, my baby. Hey, me and you all the time. Dance for you.
think it seems like a celebration, but this is a motivation for me to come back stronger. Younger KA. With you, but you know they getting out time for me. I wanna live with you. I get it easy why I can't let. See, can you never know to you? Hey man, them so fat. Oh, can you never know to you? Listen man, them so fat to find your love.
This award goes to my team. I appreciate you guys so much. It's imperative to me that I give and dedicate this award to my team. Shouts to you, man. Love.
For so long. Do you know how to do the dance? Let's go. My head. I know feet. I believe I play defense.
This one be for my mommy, be for my puppy. This be for everyone. This be for Konogu Zongo. I love you guys so much. One time.
Everybody say yo, say yo, say sugar daddy, sugar daddy, say sugar daddy, sugar daddy.
Welcome back to Culture Daily. It's your boy C-Real on this beautiful Friday, and I'm still here to bring you Sports Direct. Now, getting straight into my first story, it's a myth when they say that once there's money, a relationship will work out, because we've seen it time and time again when the rich and the powerful have all the money they can access, but somehow the marriages and the relationships just tank to rock bottom. Well, Francesco Totti is in the news again. This time, he's in a tug of war with his wife. She has his Rolexes, so he decided to take all her designer bags. Yes, if you don't know what the background is, let me open it up to you. Sometime in 2017, Francesco Totti gave up football. He retired and became a civilian, trying to focus on his life and his relationship. But shortly after that, he lost his dad in 2020, where he faced depression and a general breakdown of his relationship. Now, he suspected that his wife might be unfaithful. So, despite the issues they were having as a couple, he went further to investigate and find out certain things that he concluded were evidence enough to end the marriage. Now, this is just the apex of it. Apparently, even when he was under admission with COVID-19, his wife did not visit him for an entire period of 6 weeks. Now, I don't know how much their relationship deteriorated, but it seems that things started going bad as far back as 2 years ago. Well, they're still in court, they're still in the news, they're in a tug of war now because the settlement has not been agreed, and because of that, she has taken all his Rolex watches. He has a massive Rolex watch collection worth millions, and his wife is currently seizing all that, and for whatever reason, whether it's blackmail, whether it's leverage, we don't know. But Totti would not have it. He wouldn't sit idle and just let that happen. So guess what he also did? He went and seized all her designer bags. Now, I'm talking about these things like watches and bags as if it's just my watch or your bag. But these are millions. An average Rolex watch, proper Rolex watch for someone like Francesco Totti cost above 100,000 euro. So if she has a collection of them, that's a ton of cash that she's holding on to. And if you know anything about bags like the Birkin bags, like the Chanel bags, you will know that it's an average of 20 to 25,000 pounds for a proper designer bag. So he's also got quite some leverage there. Now begins the question, how do these sportsmen and their wives spend their money? Because this is a whole lot of money to be spending on accessories. And come a time like your relationship is in dire need of saving, instead of using these things that you bonded with to save each other, they have become weapons with which you're playing a tug of war and trying to win a debate that the whole world is witness to. I wish Francesco Totti the best, especially coming off the fact that he suffered depression of the loss of his father and now the deterioration of his marriage. We will see exactly how that story goes. You know I will follow up, and any updates that come alive on that story, I will definitely bring it to you on Sport Direct. Now, moving into my next story. Today we have trackers on football jerseys. We have special cameras that track the football. We have VAR and AI technology that scans the field and can read up the statistics, the behavior, the fouls, and make an assessment in real time. But sometime in 1986, when Argentina was playing England in the World Cup semi-finals, There was no such system. It was purely your eyes, your wit, and your wisdom. And all the burden lay on the referee and his 2 linesmen. Well, a moment slipped by in time which will never be forgotten. And that moment has always been referred to as the hand of God. Now, when I say the hand of God, I'm talking about nothing other than Diego Maradona's wonderful goal against England that saw them move on in the World Cup to further go and win the cup in total. Yes, Maradona scored a World Cup goal against England with his hand. Now, I know some of you might not have witnessed that match. Even I was too young to have witnessed it, but my dad made sure that we saw it on VHS. Now, it was a corner that came into the box. Diego Maradona jumped up for a perceived header and ended up knocking the ball into the net with his hand. It was long after the World Cup was over that we realized this feat, and there was a big scandal around it. People were saying that the World Cup should be taken from Argentina. They were saying that Diego Maradona should be fined, he should be banned. There was a whole lot of brouhaha. Well, that was some 20, 25 years ago. 1986 to be specific. Today, in 2022, guess what's happening? That very same ball that Diego Maradona punched into the net is now going up for auction, and it's stipulated to be auctioned for nothing less than £3 million. Now, who is auctioning this ball? Well, his name is Ali Ben Nassar. He was the referee on the match. Now, if you know about football, when the match is over, the referee picks up the ball, puts it under his arm, and that's now his property for a good game officiated. Well, he's kept that ball for all these years and allowed it to appreciate. And in this modern day and age of art preservation and NFTs and all sorts of digital creativity that people are trying to sell, what exactly does this mean for the likes of the ball that Asamoah Gyan missed? For the likes of the ball that David Beckham scored straight in from 25 yards? Well, this is what we need to discuss. Not just the money that's going up, but the ball has actually been preserved. It tells you the attention to detail that some people have when it comes to sports, when it comes to sports marketing, and when it comes to noticing an opportunity that you can leverage on in the future. Now, that ball might not even be able to be inflated today. Maybe even if you inflate it, it might go poof. But regardless, it's going to stand up for auction and fall under the gavel for an estimated £3 million. I definitely want to know what Jay and Lenny will have to say about this ball, because £3 million is no joke. That being said, we move on to the Premier League. Now, I gave you the ranking of football players 2 days ago, and it was controversial. We saw some comments under our social media posts. So be sure to tell me what you think about this engagement on the coaches. Well, that being said, the Arsenal manager has made it to the list of all-time best coaches. Now, I'm going to list the FA's best coaches, the PL's best coaches, from top to bottom. Now, we have Pep Guardiola with Manchester City. We have Sir Alex Ferguson with my team, Manchester United. Jurgen Klopp for Liverpool. Antonio Conte for Chelsea and Tottenham. Roberto Mancini for Manchester City. Mourinho for Chelsea, United, Tottenham. Arsene Wenger for Arsenal. Thomas Tuchel for Chelsea. Carlo Ancelotti for Chelsea, Everton. And Arteta, the man himself, at the bottom there with a PPG score of 1.8 for Arsenal. Now, if you don't know what the PPG score is, the PPG score is the performance ranking based on the statistics delivered by any team in reference to a coaching year. So when a coach takes on a team, he is also being marked, his statistics are also being recorded, and a ranking is being created. And as you can see, nobody had it better than Sir Alex Ferguson with his incredible run with Manchester United. But Pep Guardiola came up on top of that and is currently number one. And we have the man Arteta coming in at the bottom of the list. Now you see what's happening with Arsenal. Every now and then there's a shocker in the pipelines. Do we see Arteta rising to the top of this based on the performance that his team is about to give us? Well, stay tuned to that. Remember, I want to see your comments. I want to hear your engagements on this so that we can debate on it more when I bring you Sports Direct on Monday. But that being said, I want to take it back to the studio. Let me pick Jay and Lenny's thoughts on this amazing auction about this Maradona's Hand of God ball that is going for an estimated £3 million. Jay, Lenny, what do you think? What do you have that we can sell for $3 million?
I was just about to tell you that, listen, if you don't hold on to my shoes now, bro, if you don't hold on to my shoes now, you would, in 2074, you'll be coming
You start
back.
playing.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Isn't it great how the West find a way to preserve their heirlooms and their special moments? We've had so many special moments. Like, where's Abedi Pele's first jersey? You know what I'm saying? Where's the first football that Ghana played when we kicked off our first Premier League? All these things are things that we should have in a museum somewhere and have a corporate engagement around, because these are things that serve as tourist attractions. When you go to England and you go to the FA, they have George Best's boots in an enclosure for you to see the boots that he wore, because he is one of the British legends. They have the boots of Cantona. They have the boots of Beckham. We have the need for these things because it's not just about the sentimental value. Now we are learning that it also has a financial angle.
But is there a sports museum in Ghana? Is there a thing like that?
We have to invest in that. There is no sports museum.
I just stopped here right
Thank
there.
you for stopping her. Handbrake her for me, please.
But why has it taken? Why should it take this long to have a sports museum?
Stop again.
Okay.
These are questions that we cannot answer for you, Lenny.
No, because I think sports is a really treasured and prized, valued, sport.
Yeah.
Let me just put it that way. In Ghana, so for it not to be, embedded in the sands of time, that's
maybe we should be preserving Cyril's voice. I mean, who knows?
Definitely put it on a pen drive and ship it to space.
Yes, and then we keep it right there. But anyways, I mean, great story there, and it's something that we need to create the awareness on. Having a sports museum. Well said.
really important.
Definitely. And just for a fun fact, a key moment like the Black Queens being the first to make it to the Women's World Cup. A lot of people don't know that the Black Queens went to the World Cup before the Black Stars were able to make it. That is a moment in history. Where are those jerseys? Where's the ball? Where's the team? Who was the first captain? Where's the first female coach? These are things that we should also see how we can preserve and monetize. But hey, Jay, Lenny, that's enough for me from Sports Direct. I'm getting too passionate on it now. Let me throw it back to you. I hear IEC is here. Let's see how we continue the rest of Culture Daily.
Well, definitely, it's a Friday, and we'll keep it on that very, very high note. But yes, if we think about this, we just might get over-passionate about it and just keep saying a lot of things. But it's definitely also, on the other hand, right for us to raise the awareness and the concern for these things, from sports museum to, you name it, and it cut across the whole athletic, scope. We'll have our first runners, our first cyclists, walkers, you name it.
And the jerseys. The jerseys are so important to preserve. But I'm sure they've become like hand-me-downs, right? Like, this is my first jersey. I'm handing it over to you. I'm blessing it for you. Those things, right? I mean, we know how Africans are very sentimental when it comes to religion, right? And spirituality and stuff like that.
On the back of that, we'll be chopping off the heads of our production team. The first production team of 3 Music will just cut their heads and keep it in a museum. Who goes first?
In an entertainment museum.
Whose head goes first?
Whose head goes first? Let me ask you. No, because I'm not going to have to mention anybody's name.
No, we don't condone that right now, not at all. But hey, definitely, we feel that we've also been pace setters. And if you're loving 3 Music, show us some love. Take some photos. Keep it there. In the next 30 years, share these photos back on Thursday and say it's a throwback Thursday with the Dream Team 3 Music. All right?
Yeah.
Anyway, what should we be cooking up next?
Blacko. Blacko and then Rico. Right. So Rico is the Nigerian. He was actually a Big Brother Niger housemate. So he passed yesterday. Rather unfortunate. So I'm going to be touching on that, as well as Blacko. Blacko is doing the numbers, man. I think we should call him Kweku Numbers, because he just released a song yesterday and is doing really well. So I'm going to be talking about those two on Trending Light.
Well, anyway, definitely Trending Light coming up next right here on Culture Daily. Don't go away. Keep it glued here. Keep watching. It's Jay, it's Lenny, it's Serial, and we're on.
standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweeter.
Hey, hey, hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, next to Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, next to Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
Okay, I did mention that I'm doing 2 stories this morning. I'm talking about Rico Suave, God rest his soul. If you don't know Rico Suave, like I mentioned earlier, he was a Big Brother Naija Season 3 member, and he passed on yesterday. Now, on Wednesday, Alex, who was also in Big Brother Naija, came on to say to us that he has been involved in an accident. I'm sorry, guys, but when people pass at a really young age, it just affects me on a certain level, because I'm like, come on. It's so sad when this has to happen. But yes, Nigeria has lost, and by extension, the world has lost a really good one. He is a singer as well. Now, he posted about 6 days ago, right? And it just shows how fickle our lives are as humans. Like, you're here today, and then you're gone tomorrow. And I'm like, God, protect us, right? Because it's really, really important to understand that as much as possible, you need to get in touch and be in touch with your human self to know that it can happen at any time to anybody, right? But it's just sad when it happens. Now, I'm also saying it's sad because what happened was that at the hospital, right, there are videos that shows at the hospital, some of the hospital staff were taking a video of him and mocking him or laughing at him when they were supposed to be helping. I'm like, what is happening? Because you know that some of these deaths, sometimes, so to some extent, people say it's avoidable, but the negligence of some of these people, no, it's crazy. It's just crazy. And you're like, are these people here to actually help us heal and help us recover from all of these sicknesses? But it's rather unfortunate. A lot of Nigerian personalities, have taken to their socials to, share their condolences and also share pictures and videos of some good moments that they had of Rico Suave. So, yes, like I earlier mentioned, God rest his soul and protect us all. Moving on, Blacko. Now, this is some more exciting story. Blacko, released his The Villain I Never Was album, and then he did a listening party, okay, and it was good. It went really, really well. Now, after the listening party, he dropped a video for one of the songs of the album that is titled 45. We have a video to this.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanye. Make some noise. They loved her. They loved her.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo, I'd love to see Kitty, and everyone else.
And he said 6, that's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but
what is sweet? Hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey. Okay, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is right for the hustler. Far away, just in Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is right for the hustler. Far away, just in Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. I love
you. To Blacko's newly released 45, okay? Now, a lot of people have mixed feelings about this, but I'm just going to, pick Jay and Cyril's mind on this particular one, and then I'm going to come back and read some of the comments. But yeah, what are your thoughts? You can share that with us on socials as well. Remember that you can find us, The Music Networks, on Instagram and Twitter, as well as +899FM on Instagram, Twitter, and +899 on Facebook. The Music as well on Facebook. Jay and Cyril, first time airplay 45 right here on 3 Music. What are your thoughts on this video exactly? I mean, just share with me. You've seen it, right? So I just really want to know before I continue.
Well, I love the video, but I feel like knowing the T.J. Omori that we know him for, I don't know what I just felt I could have seen a bit more from him, the director, not for Blacko, but from him, the director. But I'm also thinking that T.J. Omori has been shooting a second kind of songs for a bit. So for this one and having a bit of a drill in there and all probably force a change, in the kind of dance party videos that he always puts out. But regardless, I think, that I can relate to this video better than the first one with the Traveler, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think the song forced the director to take a very cinematic approach
to this.
So there's more storytelling. It's very linear. We get what's happening. He's talking about the hustle, the robbery, the pursuit, and all that. So we connect with it. The song and the video are running parallel, and that's a good one for me. And of course, the technical quality is on point
as well.
I mean, you can't deny that. TJ Omori is definitely on point. So I like it. I'm a big fan of the song already, and the video literally tells the story to my eyes. So the connection makes beep beep beep. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Definitely 45.
Now, another thing that people are talking about on socials is whether, the video is promoting robbery. But I'm like, cut the young man some slack. Because how many of videos from Hollywood, from, people, artists outside of Africa, haven't we seen yielding guns and all of that in their videos, right? Just cut the young man some slack. But like you guys said, I totally agree with you both. This video makes a lot of sense. Yeah. And then
Lenny,
also, right, we saw pictures of him and TG Omori some days ago, right? There was a picture with TG Omori and the Black Sheriff. And people are like, okay, we were thinking that the video was now going to be done, but I think it just has to do with proper planning and strategy, because obviously they had already done the video and they were just trying to, put it out there that watch out or anticipate something is coming really, really soon.
And Lenny,
yes, Cyril.
The point you made about people being upset about the video and robbery and all that, I think there's nothing wrong with it, because art's job is to imitate life and communicate people's perspectives, right? And like you said, half the movies that we watch have these stories. We know these things happen. And if a musician is talking about it and portray and being bold enough to be the face of it, he's not condoning it. He's showing us the outcome of the things that we ignore. What led up to somebody like a character like his robbing a bank and all that. Let's not focus on just the fact that we saw him with a gun in the bank. But is it unemployment? Is it hardship? Is it bad upbringing? Is it whatever? Those are the conversations that art seeks to put out there. So when I watch the video, I'm thinking, why is he robbing? Not the fact that he is robbing, but why is he robbing? What triggered him? Why does he need all that money? So I think people need to cut him some slack. It's a good video. If it was from an American rapper or a British rapper, nobody would have said anything.
Exactly. It would be all over the place loving the video.
Everybody would be making noise about it and saying they love it. So I really don't want to condone anybody trying to slam Blacko or his song based on the fact that he's telling a real life story.
Yes. I love that. I love that. And then it's just spot on everything that you have said. Now, in 15 hours of its release, the song has done about 420,000 views.
Wow.
As at this very moment. And that's a really, really big deal. Yes, 420,000. Are you too surprised?
Oh no, I'm not. I mean, it's Blacko, and definitely he still has the spotlight.
Yes, and I mean, Blacko has done 1 million or almost 1 million in hours of release. So I'm sure by close of today, the stats will, the numbers will rack up still. But yes, I'm also looking forward to seeing videos from his other songs on the album. Particularly, I would like to see how he translates into video the O Paradise song as well. I really want to see that because of the story behind that.
Very sentimental.
I'd want to see that. But yes, guys, that wraps it up for me today and for the week for Trending Live. Now, you at home remember that Trending Live comes to you every day. So what we do on Mondays is we bring all the social media and everything that has been trending. You know that over the weekend, lots of things happen on social media. So on Monday, we bring it all together for you. On Tuesdays, we do our Twitter Tuesdays, Wednesday, Instagram Wednesday, Thursday, TikTok Thursday, and then Friday, we do our Facebook Fridays, okay? So remember that you can also engage with us, keep a log with us on our socials, 3 Music Networks, Instagram and and 3 Music Networks on Instagram and Twitter, and then 3 Music on Facebook, as well as 3 Music Lifestyle on TikTok, and then 3 Music Live on Snapchat, and then also find Plus 899 FM. Okay, now we simulcast, and so whilst you're unable to watch us, you can also listen to us. Plus 899 FM on Facebook, Plus 899 FM on Instagram and Twitter as well. Guys, over to you. I really can't wait to see AEC perform. So.
Well, Lenny,
J
thank you
Serial.
very much. Looking as glamorous as ever. And coming up next, yes, AC is live in our studios to give us another sizzling performance. Yeah, we sure can't wait for this
in
one.
the mood for AC, Charlie. Those vibes.
Yes, so it's a Friday. Let's get ourselves into the party mood and prepare ourselves for a good Friday evening, whatever plans you have in mind. But also, don't forget, we always want to hear from you, so hit us up on our socials. But keep it locked right here on the show. It's 3 Music, it's Plus 89.9 FM, it's Culture Daily, and don't go away.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweet out.
Hey, hey, hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is Red Bull, the hustler. Far away, next to Kuala Lumpur. Back again, for me coming, I am so my life. I can't wait to be back. I know
Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go feel be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby. Everybody say I demand, but I don't mind. I'm gonna dance for you, my baby. Shake for you, my baby. Wine for you, my baby. Hey, me and you all the time. Dance for you, my
I think it seems like a celebration, but this is a motivation for me to come back stronger. Younger K. With you, but you know they getting out time for me. I wanna live with you. I get it easy why I can't let. See, can you never know to you? Hey man, them so fat. Oh, can you never know to you? Listen man, them so fat to find your love.
This award goes to my team. I appreciate you guys so much. It's imperative to me that I give and dedicate this award to my team. Shouts to you, man. Love.
May I live on the mountain waiting for so long. Do you know how to do the dance? Let's go. My head. I know feet. I believe I play defense.
This one be for my mommy. Be for my puppy. This be for everyone. This be for Konogu Songo. I love you guys so much. One time.
Everybody say yo. Say yo. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say puff puff pass. My Mary Jane.
For the second time running, Kiddy wins the Artist of the Year for 3 Music Awards 2022.
Shouts to every artist in this category. Shouts to you, Blacko. Love to you, my brother. Shouts to my team. Shouts to the fans. Charlie. Shouts to the DJ. Shouts to my family, my mom, Mambi. I know you're watching. Thanks to you, Ghana. I appreciate you so much. More music coming. I love you guys so much, man.
So I love me. Oh, I love me. Oh, I love me. This problem not a big standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They loved them. They loved them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
He said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but body sweeter.
Hey, hey, hey. So follow me, sweet nigga with a ginger. Hey, girl, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is Fable the Hustler. Far away, just in Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is Fable the Hustler. Far away, just in Kuala Lumpur. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Long way.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby, your baby. Everybody say I demand, but I don't mind. I'm gonna dance for you, my baby. Shake for you, my baby. Wine for you, my baby. Hey, me and you all the time. Dance for you, my
I think it seems like a celebration, but this is a motivation for me to come back stronger. Younger KA. With you, but you know they get enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I get it easy why I can't let. See, can you never know to you? Hey man, them so fat. Oh, can you never know to you? Listen man, them so fat to find your love.
This award goes to my team. I appreciate you guys so much. It's imperative to me that I give and dedicate this award to my team. Shouts to you, man. Love.
May I live on the mountain waiting for so long. Do you know how to do the dance? Let's go. My head. I know feet. I believe I play defense.
This one be for my mommy. Be for my puppy. This be for everyone. This be for Konogu Songo. I love you guys so much. One time.
Everybody say yo. Say yo. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say sugar daddy, sugar daddy. Say puff puff pass. My Mary Jane.
For the second time running, Kiddy wins the Artist of the Year for 3 Music Awards 2022.
Shouts to every artist in this category. Shouts to you, Blacko. Love to you, my brother. Shouts to my team. Shouts to the fans. Charlie. Shouts to the DJ. Shouts to my family, my mom, Mambi. I know you're watching. Thanks to you, Ghana. I appreciate you so much. More music coming. I love you guys so much, man.
So I love me. Oh, I love me. Oh, I love me. This problem not the picture.
standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Them.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweet out.
Hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey. Okay, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I dare with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's
standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Them.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweet out.
Hey. Someone on me, sweet nigga, ginger. Hey. Okay, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away,
Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I'm there with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby. Everybody say I demand, but I don't mind. I'm gonna dance for you, my baby. Shake for you, my baby. Wait for you, my baby. Hey, me and you all the time. Dance for you, my baby.
I think it seems like a celebration, but this is a motivation for me to come back stronger. Younger KA.
With you, but you know they get enough time for me. I wanna live with you. I get it easy, why I can't let. See, but you never know to you. Hey man, them so fat. Oh, can you never know to you. Listen man, them so fat to find your love.
This award goes to my team. I appreciate you guys so much. It's imperative to me that I give and dedicate this award to my team. Shouts to you, man. Love.
May I live on the mountain waiting.
I'm a toad. Son, don't let them pull you down. It's all on you. I heard my mama say, "Boy, you're not perfect. I know. Nobody is. It takes time." Mama said it takes time. Alright, let's get straight to it. All for the Unbroken album. Big shout out to the homie Lee Quain. Off the musical Lunatics, you know. Anti-social, you know. Come on, Benny. We are now way. Alright. Peace of mind over everything. We see me one was a rush. Yeah, na me tie one atia. Sem na menye. Walking to the community go. My punch any. See who feel present now. My shemwa, me who be settings. Send any baby no all the way. Yes. Woku se good. What does any bia who? Say cry abre. I'm a papa you no cry free mu. Yeah na. Asebun boni pay. E pa sem. E bia na dakatia sem fun. Wo shia me hinti wo mo se me ye. I said, I'm so who to trust? I know I must don't rush. One more thing, so and baby, Bobby, who met you? So family only, and you put I need the space. No, so what papa? When who marry ya? What the best? Me and me, my baby, cause I think, and you hand to me. Yeah, solo 1,000. I'm a me who I say, me say me na say me trim. What's the trust? Cause of your work, no slow. One no one say me say bad. Pass them le nya sem share. Won't so bien you echi. Ain't na me no, and to suffer for me. Say me do na me chia, na me twem. Ni a work na me chia sem. E ma obien bu ma benti. What me say me ya so. I said, yeah, me see you, na me working, you come and see me, yeah, so who to trust? I know I must know. And send me from him who met you, na me name, na my humanity, auntie, so family owned, and don't go, I need the space, there you see, auntie, so as I'm Cassia, Bessia, Frank, so there you see, now my dancing, no, now my fancy, and me see, so man, so and Kadian, and so. Hey, now it is so well, it might be so. One for me, I'm a chance, yo. First food, no be food, sir. Let's see on the phone. You want me to me, I said, yeah, I'm see you. Now, you boy, you want me to me, who to trust? I know I must, don't rush. You want me to me, and send me from him for me, you. Now, family only, and I need the space. Where you see, hey, all the way back to 2016. Bless up the homie Nikwe, stay off the musical lunatics. Stream music, live on the culture daily. Yeah. Big up the homie Ricky. Refresh your memory. Wherever the party today, we step clean. Styling on the hater, flexing I do. Put on for my kings and queens, for whom we find the time for the queens. Yeah, and come on, be any hobby, if it ain't money, we ain't cool. And by the way, I like to hit it with the color. So I holler at the landlord, they keep telling me the key. And nowadays, whole city go grey when I drop that fire. Oh, it's blowing up a nigga phone, I don't need that. Hey, you know I mean that. The boy focus on the mom, we grind like a villain. I see money about now, care when you know, but we know they should live. Still ballin', worldwide, still too late to the city. Honey, I'm a liake. Make a bar, and I don't go ahead. One you want chili, one you want chili. Hey, I woke up like holy. Is that me? Look what I become, cause I stuck these up and said, Mother, hey, what you thinking? And you don't got it like this, but you watching. And don't it make sense that your girl already been in time for me? Now hold on, wait with me. Another better pop it. A third straps in the club, you know what brother solid. Hey, so what you mad for? Can a young nigga live, cause it truly don't stop? Real kings vibing when the A connect. The fucking main attraction. Woo! I hit the club and the party like a grind, like a villain. Oh, I see money about now, care what I know, but we know they chilly. Still ballin', worldwide with it. Still too late to be silly. Honey, I'm a liake. Take a bomb and a young man, hey, no. One to one, silly. Yeah, that be down like a villain. I see money about now, care what I know, but we hey, still ballin'. Worldwide with it, still too late to be silly. Honey, I'm a liake. Take a bomb and a young man, hey, no. One to one, silly. One you want silly. Wherever the party be, the man say we clean and they carry now for crazy. Can't get enough away. They know we live in here with the fire blazing. Oh, it's gonna cost you, baby. Don't it look like the boys will extort me, baby? Hey, MC's for this, baby. I said, you know you want to know the feeling. I used to. Go today in love and in color. Telling all my good people that way they hold their grudges and all. Let it go, alright? All for them broken album. Na. Listen. Raise vibrations, it's a different meditation. We're choosing. And if there's something we can do, then we must do with love and faith. Right now or never. There's enough for everyone. If we pass it all around, we'll keep it moving, I swear. There's never been a better time to be alive, to need each other, and realize that we all we got, forgiving all trespasses. Let it all go, let it go, just let it all go, just. Metum, I come, metum. Chelsea femme, now let it all go, let it go, just let it all go, yes. I said, we'll be a home and sweat. Talanku, let it all go. Yeah, I said, there's a need to be free, excel in health, to be ourselves, to live in harmony. If you get there fast, you go alone. You wanna go far, you go together. It won't matter what time or weather. Now we know we must do better. Hey, you got my back, I got yours. I let my pride go just for the cause. We we ain't taking no loss. You see, there's other things that's more important. So we wipe this slate clean and live the greatest story ever told. Cause loving never got old, oh no. And we realized it, we let it all go. Let it go, oh no, let it all go, yes. Metu Macau, metu miss. TSC fem now let it all go. Let it go, yes, miss. Let it all go, yes. I say Mubia Huna Home swear. Dalangu and let it all, yeah, let it go. And let it all go. And metu Macau, metu. TSC fem now let it all go. Let it go, yes. Let it all go, yes. I say Mubia Huna Home swear. Dalangu. Let it all go. Talanku, let it all go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let it all go. Talanku, let it all go. Culture Daily.
Standing in between music royalty right now, the Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They love them. They love them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
Hey, he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but body
sweeter. Hey. Someone on me, sweet little ginger. Hey. Okay, I wanna be with you, but you know they got enough time for me.
I know that all the artists have discharged themselves creditably great under the year in review. So thank you so much for recognizing, appreciating, and making sure that our artists, at the end of the day, be applauded and rewarded.
Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know. Remember you never travel out. The name is like who the hustler. Far away, just a Kuala. Back again for me coming. I swear on my life. I can't wait to be back. I know you miss me. I know.
This is my first award for Ghana here. I dedicate to every kid with a dream, bro. I be like you. You go to be like me, bro. Your dream is still valid, man. I dare with you. Love to you guys so much. Love you.
I'm so grateful. God bless you.
Keep making the gospel proud. The gospel has so much for Ghana. Thank you.
Congrats to everyone who's been up on the stage and everyone who's been nominated.
Who is going to win the Artist of the Year?
Your baby.
Well, that's one amazing performance from the man AEC. It's like I have so much confidence in this guy that, like anytime this man just jumps on stage, watching his videos, compositions, and 3, 2, 1, and ladies and gentlemen, and the man himself, Charlie, 21 gunshot,
Charlie, you made me say you stop jam. That was a vibe. Massive.
I know.
Bro, why you stop? Like you for continue?
Hi. Them stop.
I just stop you.
You for Hagam. You for Hagam.
Collect. Sugar be that.
Yeah. I love it here. Yeah.
Welcome to the culture. What do we call this place? The culture what? Is it a cave?
Yeah, the cave.
The culture cave. Yeah. We need to name our location now.
It's good to be here. First time.
What do you think?
Love it.
Culture HQ, Charlie. Accra. Ghana in culture. Here we the cook for.
Yeah. We're trying. You know, setting standards,
that's what
creating pace, staying relevant. You know the game now.
Yeah. So you're on some different stuff, and that's what we need.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Thanks.
That's what we need.
Charlie, how do you do that magic back there? Because Charlie. How? Like we've spoken on these things several times, but how? I don't know. For a second, I know I shouldn't be. You probably think I'm trying to just get your head swollen.
No, that's.
I couldn't tell the difference between what was happening and if it was recorded already, because it sounded like you were actually. I was playing back a CD back to myself.
Oh, but the mic is good.
The voice is good.
What is going into the mic? You they go into the mic.
Oh well, but what can I say? I don't know how I do it. It gets self done. Sometimes you show up and because of the atmosphere, it relaxes you and then you put out good work. So I blame the atmosphere too. It's not just me.
Yeah, Charlie, he did it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it.
When the vibe is positive in the air.
It will bring it out.
It will. It's good to have you in our studios.
It's good to be here, bro. It's good.
I know, like when it comes to AEC, there's so much freaking talent. Sometimes you're asking yourself, like we should be celebrating AEC like how the world is celebrating Ashake, and because like there's music in you, and I keep saying that. Look, if we're going to play a music football match. Okay, not with legs, but with talent and voice. Like there's some artists that you send because that coming from maybe a sound engineer's point of view, not the listener's point of view. Like there's some people that when you take them, you will win.
Yeah. No failure.
Is he gonna play I don't know soccer inside too. Maybe
he go play midfield.
Because
he go play midfield because if he give you that soul, if you need defense, but if he give you that vim too, if you want to score. So the midfield there, he go to create things.
If I fix my jersey for me.
I got you.
This reminds me of times in studio. Like maybe you make some beat finish and you have some artists there, and say no. This one you won't give this artist because it be go fee do one for you.
Spot a bit.
But unfortunately because boys they there playing team, go fee. Go fee. Put some people on there. Right. But congratulations.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much. Every time I meet you, it's positive.
No, AC is positive.
Every time I meet you, it's like the third time.
Yeah. You yourself be positive vibe. Like we've had great conversations.
Definitely. Conversations
on and off that.
What is AC's biggest inspiration? What keeps you going at this thing? Like
life. Draw all most of the inspiration from life. Most of the time, my life, or I'm watching someone go through something, and then I, draw vibes from them. But it's life, life and how I translate the experiences that I go through. That's the main.
That's actually deep. You know what? So if you just joined us on the show, we just came from an amazing performance from AC already in our first studio, and now we are in our conversation studio because we're just about to break things down as well right here. And don't forget, we're live on Plus 89.9 FM, okay, and streaming on there, and also you can tune in, of course, on your TV if you're watching us here on 3 Music TV. We'd love to hear from you. Our main guest today is AC. We're doing a profile of this man from the the humble beginnings, to the mid beginnings, to the big beginnings. I'm not even saying ending because he's not done. No, he's not done. It's still beginning, and this is just a taste of the tip of. Hey, when I said taste of the tip, the taste he come ahead inside. I look to Siriano, I look to Lenny.
So let us open our hymn books to hymn number 456.
No, but why is he looking at me?
Which says, Lord, forgive me.
You're on your own because I'm innocent. Can't you see a halo on my head?
What's low?
A halo.
Is it a halo or is it a halo?
I can't relate.
Yeah, it just no. Everything we're experiencing is just the tip of the AC, so it's fine.
Listen, Tuesday, Jay was coming. Today he's tasting the tip of the We need to talk to HR about Jay.
Okay. Let me ask. Let me bring the industry into industry conversation. No. Have you ever been pushed to the wall to change you because maybe of what the trends are and what the industry is, and that kind of pressure? You want to write a song, but this song is so soulful, but Charlie. You think about the consumer, you're like...
You have to be in the studio and try to figure out what people will like and what they will not like. Yeah, I mean, there has been suggestions like that. After I did Grind with Vision DJ, I think around that time, Mimbo produced Anidine, but he brought, a trending beat. It's like, jump on this one, maybe you will blow up again. Or you will make a song that's popular again, but... I mean, even though they suggest that, I think it's my responsibility to stick to my guns and go like, this is what I'm about. People are about what they're about. Nobody is, really giving them crap about that. But if it's me, I think I need to stick to, myself, and then bring that out. I think that's what made people even like me at first, because of maybe I stick out, I do what I do. So even though they suggest that, but I think that's up to me to.
In talking about sticking out and doing what you do, right? And then I like that a lot. I like authenticity, right? When it comes to the creative way and creative expression, right? It's very important. Now, how have you managed to maintain this, right? Because there's so much pressure. You've come out with a song that was all over, people knew about, and you've done a lot of other good songs. Let me give that to you. A lot of other good songs. But just that they may not be at par
on the same
with
pedestal
popularity with Grind. So what's that thing that keeps you creating songs and songs? I'm saying this also, and I'll make reference to the Unbroken, album. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
you listened to it.
Yeah, I've listened to it. That's a really
talk to him and talk to us small. Look at our faces small and say,
haven't you noticed by now? Lenny.
Not
she said she has a halo.
Not today. Don't mind them. They are just
today you are not on our
else
side
that
there.
comes into the studio. But
but on the real, I mean, like she's asking,
How do I stick to it? I hear, but I don't listen.
What are the things you do?
It's like I hear the suggestions, but I don't listen to them. I don't go through with what is being suggested to me. Like,
does that make relationships difficult in the industry? Say a DJ, a promoter, whatever is like, oh, do this so that I can do that. And then you're like, oh, no, I want to do what I'm doing. Yeah. Does that make it hard for people to reach out to you? Does it make it hard for you to form relationships? Because in this industry, we know people form relationships based on leverage, right?
Right.
What can I get from you? Right. What can I also give you?
Right.
So if I need you to wear a blue shirt so that we can go to J. Foley's party, and because it's all blue and you want to wear a black shirt, does that mean that you and me will be fine again? Yeah. How's that journey been? Because sticking to your guns is hard in the Ghana industry. And I want to know the repercussions, quote unquote, for lack of a better word.
Right. So, I mean, when Grind did what it did, follow-up songs were, good and whatnot, but it didn't get on that level, right? So I think Grind, as I said, it was luck too. It was luck too, because even though the song was what it was, and then Vision DJ came into the picture, and of course he knows this DJ and that DJ and this DJ, the promo was tight, and following the subsequent songs, right, it didn't get there because I wasn't doing the same, what should I say, I didn't go through the same route as, Grind went through. So relationships, man. I mean, yeah, sometimes the DJs want you to do that, sometimes the industry wants you to do that, but because you are the way that you are, they, I don't want it to sound bad, but sideline you, you know, and then go in for people that are more malleable or whatever, you know. Then they use those kind of people. But Charlie, I have to do what I do, man.
So let's throw it back. Let's throw it back a little bit, you know, onto the making of Grind. Now, I want to understand, based on what Cyril just asked, on the relationship you had with DJ Vision at that time, and then afterwards. Did it sustain? Is it sustained? Did you guys go back into the studio again for another production because the collaboration was tight?
Right. So Grind was done like 99% when Vision DJ came to the studio and heard it. Like I played a bunch of songs. No, that was the first song that I played for him actually, and then he liked it, and then he put it on his Blow Chicken album. So then after that we did not work again. I think he went ahead and did a song with Promise and a couple of other guys on the album. But after that we never,
But the relationship was okay though.
I mean, it's just, hello, hi, what's up, But it's been a while since I heard from him, man. Vice versa. But we're not enemies. We're cool. If he comes along and he wants to, do.
Yeah, I mean, you sound like it's written all over your face. Like if I push you, I'll push you, bro.
He's being political. You see, he's being political.
Because no, I'm saying that because it feels like I don't know. It resonates of the two of you that some maybe things are not okay.
Well, that question that you asked, that how is it
affecting relationships?
I think that's I don't know why he asked that question, but it's a very
He's an
good
artist,
question. A very good question. Yeah, because maybe I kind of say difficult because I'm the way that I am. So he would want someone who is not like that. Who like you wait, then they would do it. But for me, I think
was it like a management?
Management or creative freedoms or what? Because
creative freedom.
Okay, yeah.
First point, that's what it is.
Also, was there a possibility of the two of you, like him being a manager or something?
Oh no.
So how working together, like projects or something?
He
was Grind just like a one-off. Oh, I heard this song, let me put it on my album. Or did you guys think you could elevate it beyond that and make it like a series? Because we have a lot of DJ artist collabos these days.
And the follow-up Right. It was just that's why he came to the studio. He was like, "Let's make a song together." I was like, I have a bunch of songs. That's before I released the Headstrong. Grind was even supposed to be on the Headstrong EP. Okay. So he came through and I played a couple of songs for him. That was the first song that I played. And he liked it and he said, okay, he wants to put it on his Blow Chicken album. I was like, cool, man. So that's why I say some of the blow up or like a song like Grind and even Anger Management before Grind, Anger Management, which won the songwriters, blah blah blah. I did not submit the song. I just made the song and someone else submitted it, even without my knowledge. So some more of the blow up in my story is like some part of his luck. I make the records, but then it goes where it goes, and from my point of view, I was like, wow, this is what it is like to have a big song or a hit record and what not. But we did not follow up because maybe I don't know, maybe I did not want to go that route again, or maybe he was working on his album, the Blow Chicken album. I think after that there hasn't been any.
So you gave Grind to Vision.
Absolutely.
Okay, so it was an understanding between the two of you guys. Okay, to pass it over to him to put it on on that
Blow Chicken album.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh okay. All right. I mean, I think I thought it was. I probably forgot, but I thought it was on maybe your EP. Instead, but did that bring any conversation on like royalties and stuff like that?
Splits and stuff.
No, we dealt with that before the song came out.
Okay.
Yeah. 3 people did Grind. Kuvi, Vax, and I.
Okay.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. But for the level where it got to, like in terms of popularity and whatnot, I think Vision DJ spearheaded that.
Yeah.
Because he knew that
DJs. The DJs, yeah. So, and I felt for Vision DJ, as a DJ, a lot of other artists and DJ friends owed him that much of a favor.
He had won the best DJ thingy around that time, so he was low. So him with that level and then the song, it made sense.
Yeah.
For creative expression, right? I realized that you put your 100% in whatever you are doing. Right. I mean, I've listened to your songs and I like them, right?
Thank you.
But how are you able to market and strategize to reach a certain demographic of people? Because you know, with what you do, it's not generally acceptable. Not like acceptable, but people don't generally digest. Let me just put it that way, right? How are you able to market it? Because it should take somebody who knows good songs to be able to sit and music, say that I'm going to listen to a full album or a full EP from AC. So what does your marketing and strategy plan look like when you release?
Well, it's like that because people go like, because of the climate where you're there inside, you can't make songs like that, and people are not going to warm up to it and whatnot. But you know, you virtually like stay in your bubble, right, and then make the songs, and then as far as marketing and whatnot, you know, because maybe the way the songs are, the marketing might be a little bit different from what, you know, it's mainstream now. I don't think that we are also trying to go mainstream. Okay. You know, I think we're just trying to express ourselves, and I think that's what makes the marketing fairly, I don't know, easy. Yeah, it's because you are coming from your own like vibe, and not try to. We don't want to go mainstream.
Saying you don't want to go mainstream,
not necessarily like that's the goal.
Okay, I get that. But saying you don't want to go mainstream, does that mean that it doesn't really get to you if, you know, people are playing shows, your name is not on there,
not at all.
People are, you know, doing tours and all of those things? How are you able to, you know, because then people will be saying that, oh, AC has been doing music for this long, but he hasn't gotten to this extent. Now, for you to say the goal is not to go mainstream, I mean, I understand that you can still be, thankfully, because of the DSPs and all of that, you can still be making some good money if your song
or
is
doing something on the side.
Exactly. Right. So I just want you to get into all of that so that we just have that, you know, clarity of mind and of thought.
Right. So I mean, of course, I'm doing something on the side. I always tell the upcoming artists, like, get something on the side, man. Serial will attest to that. Get something on the side, like a job, like to, you know, hold you up. So say you're not gonna be like only music I do. So, you know, it has to give me this, give me that, give me this. I said that like on one of the TV stations. Like, do the work and detach from the results, right? I care about how the songs, the quality of the project is going to be like. Then I put it out there, do the publishing and try and protect the art, right? And I put it out there and not really care so much about who likes it or who is listening to it or how many streams that I have. Not just me, but the whole team. It's not about that. It's not about that. Therefore, for recognition and whatnot. That's what I'm saying. Like in my story, most of the recognition that I have was not planned at all. You know, you can get it like after I'm dead or whatnot. But I think the major concern is the quality of it and how it's going to. Yeah,
I think I understand. You didn't set out to blow.
Be famous.
Yeah, you set out to just do what you love to do.
Like
passion first.
Yeah. So I do recall that some moment in time I was having a chat with Trigmatic, and there was a point when the Azonto craze had just taken over, and a lot of artists who were doing very conscious, deep, soulful music became victims of their own music, because now the world, or Ghana, was accepting a certain rhythm. And it seemed that rhythm was easy music, if I can put it as way.
Put us on the map.
Yeah, I mean, it put us on the map. The Azonto was global, but it was very easy music to do. Producer-wise, sit in the studio, get the rhythm, do, and
you never made an Azonto.
No, I didn't get there. I died off before I got there.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully,
Why are you saying thankfully, Jay?
Because not everybody wants to do. Trending stuff.
I'm not saying Azonto isn't good music.
It's just not for you.
It's just not my type of music. Okay. So I like music.
Right.
So I appreciate. I mean, I literally sit back and listen to orchestras. That's me.
The way you stressed, I like music. Like Azonto is no music.
No, it's a type of music.
But we get it.
Right.
I mean, look,
it's not deep music.
Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, man.
I'm calling iPhone to you.
Yeah. Let's call a spade a spade.
So some artists, were affected because because now people seem to go with the masses went with the music,
Yes.
and then those who were doing music, and I can mention a list of artists who never fell into that category. Look, Adoma, yourself, there are quite a lot of them. Yes, Trig himself, even Serial himself, Pure Hip Hop, the whole entire Skillion squad. Let me just put it in that, all of them, and there were many. Ceasefire. This guy.
Sobol J.
Look, let me even go back to this guy in Dansoman. You know the meaning of DC? The DC, they call it the meaning.
What the meaning?
Tell us, Jay.
Previously on Jay's 52.
This
guy.
Jay at 52.
I need this. Oh, this rap. Ilashaz.
Oh, right.
You know the
Shaolin.
Yeah, I heard.
Shaolin Mount
Yeah, Shaolin. Yeah.
Hey.
They used to call it Danceman Connection.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Why is Danceman?
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Danceman Connection. And it was. I don't know whether it was a song or it was a clique. I think it was a clique. Ilashaz was in that clique.
Okay.
So they brought up the name DC.
It was a clique.
Yeah, it was a clique. I think it was a clique. Yeah, that's one connection.
Oh, you know them too.
Yeah.
Serial.
Ilashaz is
I'll be OG.
Ilashaz is my big brother.
OG makes it sound very.
Ilashaz walked so that we can run.
So
Ilashaz, they walk so that some of us can run. Right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So back to what I was saying now, and to that question to you, where, why didn't you change with the tide so that you could have been? Because I'm now saying to myself, I'm not famous.
You are famous.
I'm trying to pick an AEC's talent.
Daily doesn't get more famous than this.
An AEC's talent, and saying that, let me see what AEC will do on an Azonto beat.
Right.
Did you experiment?
Let me see what AEC will do on an Afrobeat jam.
I was offered beats, but I never, jumped on it.
You never locked yourself in the studio and did one song and said Christ and then deleted it. No, I'll confess. I've done that. I've done that.
Why did you never release?
Because I listened to it and I couldn't even start. I was even embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? I come out of the Bronx, you know what I'm saying? I don't play that game, you know what I'm saying? I'm about the hip hop, you know what I'm saying? My jeans sag, my Tim's heavy, you know what I'm saying? All day, every day. And then, I played it back and I told my producer, I told Roger, I was actually delete her. Stop doing that now. If you link this thing, I'll come kidding.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe he was listening to it and he didn't like it, but maybe we would have loved it.
Maybe we would, okay. That's another thing. Do you think your creative ability decides too early what is good or not for the fan? Like what Jay is saying. Maybe you don't want to do it, right? Maybe you think you do that and it doesn't sound great and there's not the image of yourself that you want.
And also, I don't want to do it especially because that's what's popular. That's what's trending.
Yeah.
I like music like you too.
Yeah.
So I probably would have made a song like that and listened to it and then wanted to kill myself. I don't want to go that route. If it were popular and it was something that I respected, I would have done it, but it came out and it was very popular and not musical.
Yeah.
So check this out, and let's see if I'm right. Why I'm imagining an AC on an Afrobeat jam or a drill. Okay, tell me the difference in, maybe you know music as well. Tell me the difference in AC's pitch and Black Hole's pitch. They both pitch high, don't they?
Yeah.
They pitch high, don't they? Yeah. Now, and imagine an AC on a high life tune, which we are hearing now. You understand? Okay, it's solid. Now, high life has got its limitations because the Gen Zs are not really buying into it, yeah. So now let's put an AC. If I'm a producer, let me put an AC on a drill. Or let me put an AC, and when the beat was tweaked a little on a beat like Grind, see what came about?
That's like Afro pop, right?
Yeah. Afro pop. So again, it comes back to: do you feel you've put yourself in a boundary? I don't want to say a box. Box is too locked. A boundary. Where this is my music. This is what I do. Like, forget about you if you don't understand my music.
Well, is that a box?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some truth in what you just said. I mean, I always feel like artists need to bring themselves, into the music and onto the market, other than trying to follow what's, trending. Then why are you even recording then? because it's your experiences that you're sharing, it's yourself that you're sharing, right? So I don't know, man. I don't think it's a box. I think it's like preference, and opinion.
Interest,
opinions. Yeah. Because I have high life songs, I have R&B songs, I have like rap songs, I have.
Did you ever rap like off putting it out? Like you rap?
Yeah, like on Headstrong. I think I have a couple of But then with the album and the one that I did with EL, it was just more of melody.
Yeah.
So you've mentioned the album you did with EL. There was with collaborations, right? Are you looking at yourself in that light again? And who would you choose to do that with if you had to do a similar thing today?
Pure Akan.
That's another really good.
And another hardcore purist.
Yeah.
Somebody who's not compromising on his art.
Right. Those guys make me feel like I'm not crazy. You look around and it's okay. This guy.
There's more of me.
Well, I see there like that. You know.
Yeah. And like alternative artists and
what about Akan? What about Akan? What about him?
Do I want to have a song with him?
What about him? Like you said,
was it about him that stands out to you that will make you want to do a collab, a collaborative piece, like a body of work?
Authenticity. He saw himself. Not only just the music, but I've met him. We've talked before, and his mind state is similar to mine. He wants to do him. Not necessarily what's popular, because he can easily do that. Great artist, he can easily do what's popular out here. But if you listen to that man's album, he sent me a feature. Ponche is a good bloody. What a title! I had to call him like, what are we talking about on this song? And he explained that we're talking about the Africans and how we should appreciate our culture. And like, why did you just say that? Why?
And he also has this song that talks about, play, like the folklore. He has a song that, his new one, it talks about folklore. It's really good.
We have a lot of purists in the Ghana music industry. And now that you've mentioned names, a lot of connections are coming up in my head. Like a lot of people don't know that Akan and Ayat, they used to be a group.
Oh, is it really?
Two as holes.
Two as what?
Two as holes.
Two as holes.
We gotta spell the holes out.
Holes, WHOLEs. But when you pronounce it, two as holes. So they were actually a thing before, and you have
they made songs.
Yeah.
Hey, I go like it.
That was like their genesis, and you have an Ayat who is also a purist. Who's clinging onto like Ayat has songs that resembles stuff that Nico and Vince would do.
Yeah.
But the decision to stick to Hausa and be a purist and communicate something that's being neglected is what makes him a purist. Same for Akan, same for Aisi, same for Walasi. So I think these artists who have found their niche and want to own those messages and be the conduit for pure art need elevation or to invest in their own platforms, because the names I just mentioned, Ayat, Akan, Walasi, Aisi, that's a show.
Yeah.
That's a big show. And there's enough purist fans who can sustain that. So I want to know if, besides featuring Aponchi is a goat and all these things, do you guys have these conversations about how to band together to elevate? Because look, even when even when GH Rap, quote unquote, was trying to break out, collaboration was why people heard about us. When
shout out to Dr. Carl, though. Anytime you mention GH Rap, I always salute like Dr. Carl, one of the people who
Brownberry Dam's Choice.
Brownberry Dam's.
Brownberry Bread Knife at Choice. Listen, I used to go to Choice FM Sunday 2:30.
Yes,
to go and wrap my head off till 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
you understand? And
really, back to back.
Sister, they live the show for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like those days we didn't have streaming and anything. And that's where people heard about Serial.
Yeah.
Purists. Yeah. So we have so many purists in Ghana. And it's like, I get tired of the conversation of how do we enter the mainstream. Mainstream don't want us. Right? Like, that's clear. How can we band together? And I'm saying we. I put myself inside.
You are.
How can we band together and bring this? And from somebody like you who's had like a nationwide hit, right? Everybody still remembers the song.
Right.
So
Akan, Wallace, everybody's had their moments. How does it band together to elevate that scene of purist mindset? What do you think?
We talk about it all the time, how we can... that's what you say, like me, Akan, and the names I mentioned. It's a whole show, right? Well, we talked about it. Akan and I, I haven't discussed with Ayat, but Akan and I, like, okay, Akan has a show 26th coming, so I'm on it. But I figured maybe we could, like, aside the EP thing, we could all come together and do a show and like create our own platform for people that appreciate artists that are like that.
And I think you even go further,
You
10
know?
times further than a lot of the mainstream artists, because this is what is original to us. This was authentic to us.
Yes.
You know, and I always keep saying that the world will appreciate what is authentic and original.
Yes,
and that's one of
always.
the reasons why, you know, our counterparts, I hate bringing up the conversation again. but our
You have to.
because there's a sense of originality in the things they do, and
Yes.
they've turned their originality into a culture. You know, so people are vibing to it, and you guys are the only ones. You're like the last of the dying breed. I don't see any. Who will be a new person who's like Walasi, Yakan, AC? Who else?
Avid.
Avid, yeah, Avid too. Yeah, Avid too. Like you're the last of the dying breed. If,
Kwabre Nyami too.
Yeah, if you guys stop
to cheap up, reminds me of a country.
What's his name again?
Kwabre Nyami, or I'm
Kwabre
sorry if I mentioned the name wrong, but
I should
Kwabre
find
Nyami.
it.
Yeah.
I like songs like that. I like to get in touch with culture and tradition and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it.
I mean, I speak tree, but that man's tree is like
Kwabre Nyami. Let me write it down.
Well, I think it's something we're looking into. Let's switch this conversation to another major part of you that began this whole copyright.
I know
massive copyright.
You know where we are going there. Then buckle your seatbelt.
Like it hurts when a creative artist's work is not recognized,
Right.
you know, and it's just used and abused by, you know, anybody for the purpose. Cyril said something earlier on that. We're talking about value for the things we do, and you know he does voiceovers. I do voiceovers.
You've been doing voiceovers.
Somebody might think that so this voice this small thing you do for me, this thing to me, and you want to take 2,000 Ghana or 3,000 Ghana.
So they do them.
Exactly. If you could do it, you do it yourself. Basically, you know, you were a victim of this, you know, when your work was stolen and taken off, and when you look back at all the things that have happened. Not to attack the president, no. But I'm very sure it was as miscommunication happened with Kirani Ayat's situation.
You think so?
Well, miscommunication in the
that
sense that I'm sure the person who has the president's account and tweeted it on behalf of the president definitely thought that they had the rights. Whoever gave the video to the president's tweet it thought that, you know, I'm sure it was a lot of miscommunication in that.
The dominoes fell far.
The dominoes fell far. You know,
I see where you come from.
You had this when it happened to you in that Burner issue, right? All the way till now, and we're still fighting copyright. How does that make you feel, bro?
You have to talk about it. If it's happening to you, first you have to talk about it.
How painful is it when it happens to you? Not when it happened. When it happens to you.
When it happens to you, you feel like you've been suckered out of, or you've been cheated, or something has been stolen from you, which is true. I mean, that's your intellectual property and whatnot, right? So your song is like your son or your daughter. Like nobody cares about your record more than you. So when something like that happens, one, you get very angry. I was very angry when you know it happened to me, and I'm the kind of guy like I'll talk about it. I don't care who you are. You could be Bob Marley or Prince or whoever, but if you know it's not done.
You put it out there with regards to Burner's own, right? That
I started it.
Yeah,
I started to talk about it.
Was there any point in time where you ever worried, afraid, scared, like
Never. Cause
about what people are going to say and all that kind of
I did not know I could do that with my Twitter. That was the first time that, I tweeted it. I was getting all this reaction. I was like, oh, I can do this with, my account. But I didn't mean any harm. I think that because I was mad, I don't know, man. I was really going on and on and on because I had the right to be mad too. If we've done something like that, and then you know the story, right?
No.
Oh Lord.
I don't know.
Take us back.
I know a
previously.
Of it, but tell us. Maybe this would be a good time to just. What happened?
Hell yeah. Okay, so we were supposed to do the remix of the song. I think I played it a couple of months ago. After we did that 6 years ago, I played the original version on Hits FM a couple of months or weeks ago.
Which song?
The original remix that was supposed to
No, the
be
song title, like
Grind.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
we were supposed to do the remix of it. And I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. So I got in the studio, they sent his vocals and whatnot.
This is Burna you're talking about?
Yeah, they sent Burna's vocals, and then it came through and I did my vocals on there. So it was like a back and forth thing. It was a real collab, remix thing. And we're talking about, royalties and business and like backstage, and we have communicating on how, things should go. The next thing I hear on Twitter, everybody's like tagging me, bigging me up. Oh, we've seen the song, you and Burna, and so I go check it out, and it's a flyer with his name on it, and my picture itself not even there, the flyer top serial.
As his song.
So it's a re-up, to the
Grind.
What the hell is going on, man?
And this was like without the consent of any team, nothing.
I had no, like, what I was aware of is the version that we had done and not the version that's out, and the title is chillin' and some tunes. I was like, no, man, I'm not with that. If you're going to do a remix of that song, I should like have a verse. Like, I wrote that song, nobody's come to. I said, you are hurrying up to use the song to go do something. It's not even about me. And of course, it's not even about me. It's about the song, right? So why is it that we've done this version of the song and then that version is out there and I'm supposed to roll with it because it's you? So I was like, nah, man, I'm not a part of that. I don't know anything about that version. I did not like it. It just...
But moving on from there, how has your relationship...
Before that, moving on, was it resolved in any way? Sorry, Lenny.
So we tried resolving it, and the next thing I knew, I got blocked on Twitter by the man.
So that was just what I was going to ask.
Okay.
That was just what I was going to ask.
Right.
How has your relationship been with him? And if everything is resolved, I mean, if you move away from, now that you mentioned that you've been blocked and everything, should the two of you move away from that? Mm-hmm. Is there a possibility to have a Burna AEC or AEC Burna song?
It's possible. I mean, if we can get away from it, but this one has to be done right. That's where I'm coming from. It has to be done. If we're going to do a remix of the song, I should have like a verse on there. I played the record. Everybody was like, "Oh man, he shouldn't have done that and shouldn't have gone up." Like, don't blame him, right? Mostly, I blame the people that the middle men. If it was like me and Burna had some WhatsApp vibe or something, I would have sent him the version that he would have heard, and there was no way he will allow Zemeku to release the chilling one. Because it's not on the level of the one where we do, or even of the original song.
So it's a management thing. They jump the gun, or I mean, like, we're using the name Burna, right? I just want to know if Burna consciously said, "Forget that, let me do me," or if it was a management thing and his decision to post and all that was not necessarily his decision. Because we've had the instance where when Shatta and Burna were going at it, Burna's tweets were vanishing in real time because he's
after they come the inside, they for delete them.
Yeah, and we all know that handlers are on the account.
Right.
So for something like that, you see it posted from his account, blah blah blah.
Why block me then?
Yeah, it might. That's what I'm saying. That it might not even be him.
Right. It might not
blocking you.
Right.
It might be the brand.
So let's even hypothetically, it's not him, right? So I'm blocked, and you come to find out that the artist that you're working with feels that kind of way about it. What would you do, bro? Let's reach out. Yeah. Right, let's figure it out and let's see how best we can do this, because Charlie moves day ahead where we go fit pick them and we go break bread, or we go do this woo stuff. But I got blocked, and up to now it's like, but I'm cool though. And
they're not saying his management, the request you guys made, all that, nothing is being discussed about it after all this time?
No. Nothing is being discussed about it. I think we let it go because, we did on a side where you guys want to do a remix of we want a record. So I don't feel like we should be chasing you for, whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a quick break and check out this song because it's still online though. It's out there. Chillin'. It's Burna featuring AI, which was supposed to be AI featuring Burna.
Yeah.
All right, let's go and check it out. We'll be right back.
in between music royalty right now. The Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They loved them. They loved them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but
everybody sweeter. Hey, hey, hey. So follow me, sweet nigga, ginger.
I hate to say it, this is Burna Boy featuring AI. I mean, this is so not fair. This is so not. I'm a Burna fan, but this is so not fair. This is painful, if you're asking me. But let's check out the original as well. Let's check it out right now.
Standing in between music royalty right now. The Sugar Daddy and the Clamanya. Make some noise. They loved them. They loved them.
I absolutely love Herman Suede, and I absolutely love Young Dev.
Who are you expecting to see tonight on the stage?
I'd love to see Aquabo. I'd love to see Kitty and everyone else.
And he said 6. That's a lot of it.
Where have you been though? Where have you been? You?
I have been around the world, but tonight it is all about these amazing, talented musicians.
Sugarcane sweet, but everybody sweeter.
Hey,
hey. Brother, he says, I listened to his anger management.
Authentic reggae vibe.
So this was to me, this would have been I hate to say it again, but it would have been an African breakthrough or probably a global breakthrough if this had happened right.
Yeah.
If it had happened right. But is it that you don't personally want to take this on? I'm not saying encouraging you to, but I'm just saying, is it that you don't want to take this on because this is £3 million? How much we do Maradona in ball again?
£3 million and coins.
But you know what? This world, it always comes back in a different way. It always comes back.
Because there's no end to time with copyright infringement.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And especially with your intellectual property, I think.
And it's clear. There's nothing to dispute here.
Are you going to ever take it on?
No.
Why?
Why not?
Well, me some manson be intense. I just feel like as I state my opinion on the matter, I just leave it there, because I know that it's always going to come back in a different way.
Burna has been to Ghana several times. He has come to Ghana in Afrochella. Right. Have you not had any conversations with anyone, or anybody has prompted that the two of you should meet up to talk about this? Because for all you know, there must have been a miscommunication, like I'm saying, between somebody and him who said something on your... Sarkodie and... what's this American rapper's name? The one that we cut the relationship on Twitter before the song came out.
Which one? Meek?
No, it wasn't
the dreadlock dude.
The one he says we built him a statue.
Isn't Meek?
The one
It's
who
true,
said he went to play for.
We killed the relationship before even I'm sure Zach could call it and say, bro, the song is jammed. We ended it. So
what
maybe
happened? Social media madness.
I think somebody tweeted something at Ace Hood and he also got it wrong. I don't know the details though, but that's what sparked the whole outrage on social media and then
social
it just
media
marred the relationship between them. So I'm just saying that, like, wouldn't you ever take this thing on? Like,
no.
Not even with the right legal team, because we're in the age now where, look, Ayat is taking on the whole presidency, one man to his chest. So I don't think.
Big up Ayat.
Yeah.
He should go all the way.
I don't think this would be a difficult fight, especially with the likes of Cynthia Kwaku and the rest, Benny that we've spoken to and all that. There's people who want to take on fights like these just to ensure that the artist who is actually creating authentic art can protect it. And you are a leader in that space. You've been creating authentic music for a while. So me personally, I'm not comfortable with just letting it go. Even on, you know me already. Why they do like just beat me? No say I like fight. So, I mean, just for the principle of it, bro. Charlie, just for the principle of it that it's on paper. That this formal suit was placed, this is the evidence, this is this, blah, blah, blah. They pay, they don't pay, they catch you in on the royalties and the splits for God knows how many years now, whatever. They do that or not. But the formal complaint being put out there no longer makes it about just IEC. It makes it about every artist being confident enough to create, knowing that it's protected by law. Right. You then become an advocate and an ambassador for the right conduct.
I mean, it's real. I know people will come hard. People will come hard on him that, and you wait, maybe right now.
I say, open so don't want to be now.
But who cares, yo? Let's one of my biggest regrets in recent times. Personally, one of my biggest regrets in recent times that I felt I could have made a fortune was when I got food from a place, a very popular food brand in worldwide, and I got food from there, and I realized that it had expired. The part of their post-packaging, other things they add to it had expired.
Slow.
And I just looked at it, and because I knew them, I called, and then I said, I prompted them that, at this branch, this expired, so check it out. And then they cleared everything. The manager called me and thanked me so much, because he had just come out from an incident with this whole Mawako thing and all. It was just perfect timing for me, bro. Like I cash out.
Bro, guys.
I think sometimes
this is the time to cash out, bro.
Sometimes
compassion doesn't create profit. You can't make a profit with compassion, bro.
And it's real quotes.
No, it's true. Sometimes these things are really necessary, but also it's how you go about it, not aggressively.
Yeah, not aggressively.
Humanely, as humane as possible.
Lenny,
I mean, appeal to.
One letter's aggressive.
Appeal. No, you see, sometimes you don't have to be aggressive to get the things you want. You don't need to be so as humane as possible.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's always going to come back like in a different way. That's how I feel about the matter. Ever since I talked about it, I was like, okay, I've talked about it. Let's move on to, making other songs and going on and on and on. So, but Cemetery Manson.
It's not the same Kuvi beat.
Yeah.
So Kuvi to know they eat off that track.
Yeah. By extension.
Not directly.
Nah, B.
He said, nah, B.
Nah, B.
So with a new crop of artists that we have now, right? They are making waves. They are out there. They are doing things. They are international, right? Which one, just one of those, stand out to you? And who would you want to put on any of your songs, and why?
So I went to this songwriters camp thing that they held around East Lagos. Shout out Mod. Mod put me on that. I went to the camp and it's just flood of artists, young artists. I have Koshi T, we have TT, we have Ara DJ, Titi Owusu. Maybe I have some. We recorded a song at that songwriters thing. This is tons of artists.
The voice is dope.
Songs really that good. They were churning out leisurely. It was just, so for the new ones, I think I will not go for the popular ones, right? I'll go for the not popular ones.
Who would that be?
So,
just one name.
Okay, I have a song with TT.
Okay.
I have one.
When is that coming out, if it's not out yet?
It should be on my next project.
Okay.
It should be on my next
Looking forward to it.
dope track. I have a song with him. I did a song with Koshi T, the J. We talked about it, but it never happened around the time. Mufasa, was this dude called Mufasa. Just said that it was one of the best experiences, or still is one of the best experiences that I had this year. When I went there, it was held for a week. I went there on the latter part. I spent 2 days over there. Lit. It was like 6-7 setups in every room. You walk into the studio, you record what you have. You walk into the studio, record what you have.
Nice.
For me, I was supposed to go there and talk to them and kind of like, you know, like, I don't know, motivation
Mental stuff.
I just forgot
You can't show an
that.
artist a studio and expect him to just
There
talk.
be
It's gonna be in there.
like studio to studio and the vibes, man. The vibes that they don't also care about being mainstream. All they just care about is just making, you know, records, and they care about their work a lot, you know. So those kind of artists or that kind of atmosphere was very, 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 very good for me. Still, up to now, is one of the best experiences that I've had.
You've got some love here, though. I mean, Bobby Lee on Twitter says AC is something. It's a Smurfing vibe, yo. It says Salida shout out there. AC is a Smurfing
It's a
vibe,
Smurfing
yo.
vibe, man.
Yeah,
What does that
Bobby,
mean?
Thank you so much. Says you don't just listen to his music, you actually feel it.
Yeah.
It says big ups Jay and the team. All right. I'm being asked that what's the Smurfing? Mr. Producer, Smurfing no pacho what the vibe why which I say Kasa. Future president. Okay, I see you quick. Who Roger J says, yo, AC music in vibe and performance is always off the ground. Personally, like bro, what you were doing in there was massive. We'll play that performance back again before we sign out, so watch out for it. Cordovo says, yeah, very painful to hear with regards to this Burna conversation. People are really going hard on the Burna conversation
They should
again.
let it go.
That I thought AI had trashed the issue with Burna Boy. Same. Everybody was saying, he says, I thought he had trashed the issue with Burna Boy. Well, unfortunately, he hadn't. Maybe we should start spark a social media war, not a war, but a campaign that we want Burna to trash that issue out. Because Grind is big. Grind is a big song. When we played, people were jamming to it right now. If you're in a party and they drop Grind, you can't sit down.
They just call it Ajinkwa.
Yeah, you can't sit down. Yeah, when that song
ignites
comes
the party,
you know,
it does.
it's a whole new vibe.
Yeah.
But let me ask you about the switch from AI to AEC as well, and then we'll also talk about something she said, very important, collaborations. I don't see an aggression from AC on maybe I'm doing collaborations with mainstream artists, forcing to get it done. Yes, maybe they have the numbers. Today, in our past chats with AC, has been very motivational, inspirational, but today I want to get him to, because he's good. AC is good. Like, can I please get 10 tweets from 10 people saying that AC is good?
Hashtag AC is good.
Hashtag AC is good.
Just 10 tweets. Just 10
This
tweets.
campaign, they are go channel them and they go reach it all. Then before we fight.
I want to hear an AC and Samini.
Hashtag Culture Daily. Remember, otherwise I'm not reading it out.
Going hard with Stone Boy. You can imagine.
Yeah.
And then I want to hear an AC with Kwesiata.
Right.
King Promise.
Right.
Why aren't all these things happening?
So check that. On the new album, The Unbroken, I have a feature song with Obrafour, Prince Bright, Efia, and Akan.
Yes.
So back then, I think with Kwesiata, we tried to do a song, Suma Bibi, but it never came out. Stonebwoy today tried reaching out, but it hasn't happened yet. What's the other name that you mentioned? Sark. Tried that, but it hasn't happened yet. I was supposed to be on Sark's, was it Mary album?
Are they busy?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not pushing for it like that, but I have, reached out. Have you been aggressive on the conversation? No, not aggressive. Because I remember there was a Stonebwoy Aduma collaboration where Aduma has shared the beat. I saw Stonebwoy. We bumped into each other in town somewhere. I stood on him. Now he comes back to me and he says that, Jay, after that song, I do for you shoot video for the songs here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I pushed and I'll text him all the time. And thank God he didn't fly up on me, but eventually he did it. And then he sent the vocals and it was dope. Maybe that's what I should do. I should get Jay Foley on my team and let them,
We should push for you.
So I've tried, man. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to, because people.
Are you alone? Do you work alone?
No, man. I never work alone. I can't be alone. I could never ever be alone. There's
You have a team.
Yeah, always. There's family, there's brothers, there's so I could never be alone. But as for the features, I'm trying. They're trying. I'm trying. I reach out and whatnot. So
Well, guess what? The music DJ Casper has already put out a tweet. AC is good. Andy Dossie Jr. was a big fan of Andy Dossie. Says AC is super good. He is super good. Let's keep the tweets coming in with the hashtag Culture Daily. I think we must be intentional and deliberate about these things because we can't allow such good products to go to waste. And it gets comes back to haunters. When AC was doing his rehearsal before the way you saw on television. At a point in time, I nearly went in there to say stop because this is too good. We need a same
exerting your energy.
Don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it because it's too good. Right. I don't know who born you by mistake.
AC, let's delve into your sound, right?
Let's
and the use of percussions.
Okay.
To make sure that your sound is
AC.
to the standard that you
Who
want.
what's it?
Rough.
Halo.
Hey.
No, see.
I have some song with Tiwa. About one fed down cats. Chat.
I haven't heard that one.
Sorry,
I'll go and listen. What's the title?
I'll forgive you beats for that.
I haven't heard that one. But what I was asking
Percussion.
before they interrupted with compliments your sound, yes, in the use of percussions to make sure that your sound is you and authentic and unique to you and to the standard and level that you want it. What goes into, because there's this finesse about it that I've heard in all of that.
Before you go do something, just do something for me small, something small. Before that question comes in, because he's hit on percussions.
Raise vibrations is a different meditation we're choosing. Yeah. And if there's something we can do, then we must do with love and faith right now or never. Yeah. There's enough for everyone. If we pass it all around, we'll keep it grooving, I swear. There's never been a better time to be alive, to need each other, and realize that we all we got, forgiving all trespasses, and let it all go. Let it go, just let it all go, yes. Metum, Macau, metum. Tiesi fem, now let it all go. Let it go, just let it all go, yes. Asem will be a huna home swear. Talanku, let it all go.
In the words of the president,
come on there.
Artists,
bro.
Like, look at this. Just look at this.
Yeah, that's really good.
Lenny Roki says, Don Quachu says, AC is so real with music. No. He put some word there. GOK Break says, AC is very good. I quite remember when I heard the music he just played. It was the best. I listened to it over and over again. I salute you, Captain. Mr. Berry says, AC is super talented. Walasi, Kirani, Ayat mentions Pure Akan Manifestive. He says it's a tribe.
Yeah.
I like that. It says it's a tribe. Papa Kwesi says, tell AC we would love to see a collaboration with Kwesi Arthur. Something kind.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, you guys, you know.
told you, but we
now,
tried.
please, the percussion conversation she had.
Yeah. So the beat selection, is that what you mean, right?
Yeah.
The producers that I've met or I'm working with right now, okay, let's say Groovy had like, I don't know, more than 10 songs on the Unbroken album. Groovy plays the beat and he sends them to me, so it's like a folder, right? And I pick the ones that, I don't know, they are me there, you know, and then I spend time with the beats, and then, you know, I'll go on ahead and say what I want to say. So I think that's what, you know, let's pick a song like Grind. So after Kofi made the Grind beat, according to him, the beats go Joey B in there, it go...
I know, yeah, that's history.
The one person kill him.
Right, it go Papi, Kojo in there, and I think they weren't messing with it, so he sent it over to me, and I liked it. And so I think I don't know what I want until I meet it.
Okay.
You know, so I'm open to all kinds, you know.
Nice.
Does that answer your question?
And the blend is the blend that I'm also referring to, right? Having to fuse the percussions into the beats that you get sent.
Yeah, does it come from you or the producer, works, or is it something that you recommend that, I must have it in there because it's a part of my brand?
Yeah. Some of the songs I recommend. I recommend. Some of the songs too I recommend. We try, it doesn't work, and we take it out. But for the ones that, they allow, it gels.
The world would agree with me that AC is a very humble, laid back, quiet guy.
It's not true.
Is it?
I don't default to humility. I'm very, very proud and arrogant, like on default. I think I have to strive to be humble. I have to catch myself.
To be humble.
Then that's really good because you don't come across someone who
as that, like
pride and arrogance. I look at it both in two ways because they can. No, it's true. There's just this thin line between I'm proud because I know who I am, and then I'm proud because I know what I have.
Confidence and arrogance.
Exactly.
Thin line.
Very thin line. So I think yours comes from knowing who you are, knowing your worth and your value.
Partly. Yeah. So I think sometimes I have to catch myself, like, all right, back down a little bit, relax. And
I have. I would like to make an inquiry, please.
Okay.
So, look, it's a digital world, bro, and you have the likes of Amare using the internet and access to blow up as a global artist. Wiala is somebody I work with, and it's not about Ghana. You know what I'm saying? I really want to know, and I hope you have a plan for Africa, because we cannot be the only ones who see the magic in you.
No.
And the limitations of our landscape and all that blah 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 aside, I want to know what the plan is to get out there, connect with other like-minded people outside of the red, gold, green.
This right here is part of it. This interview and coming out to perform and do this on free music and the culture and talking about it even, and there's shows that's coming, and I'm going around and being visible and trying to avail myself, to the cameras and smile and wave and whatnot. So if we are doing it right now, as we are talking about it right now, this here is a part of it.
Okay. Because I'd love, there's a lot of talents, I'm hearing things, there's a lot of talents that would want to tap into your uniqueness, even mainstream talents. I'm listening to stuff like Nasty C, Ladipo, Casper Nyovest. You understand? These are people who,
Adekunle Gold. Can we add Adekunle Gold? Because I think an AEC and Adekunle Gold song, AEC and Adekunle Gold.
That's not the only reason why you mentioned it.
Why else did I mention
That's not the only reason why you mentioned it.
Why else did I mention it? Why do you guys keep coming at me? I don't know.
Now who is your babe?
No,
if I don't come at you, who should come at you?
I don't understand.
If I don't come at you,
show,
who should come
at
you?
I'm looking at you too much. I should look at you. Now I'm looking at. I don't understand. This
if we push you, it's love.
But I think that you and Adekunle Gold will do a really solid one, considering the type of artist you are.
Brymo.
Bro,
Bro,
I still play that song.
Brymo's name since Monday.
You've been looking for Brymo since Monday. It's just Monday.
trying to remember.
Bro, that song, I forgot the title. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I still get goosebumps.
No, but moving even from that song, Brymo has dropped so many really good songs. Moving from that, right?
You see, he also got quite sidelined by the Nigerian industry, right?
Yeah.
Why?
He's doing his own thing. I think
he stopped trying to do the commercial appeal and started doing his thing, and they just put him
that
on
video
it.
that he was sitting alone in some room, and then he was singing some
dark room.
Dark room.
Someone sent me that.
No, that's Heya.
No, one song B.
It's White something. Oh.
Yeah, I know the song.
It has to do
Black and White.
That's what I'm saying. That don't you guys?
It's White something. That's the title.
So then, do you feel that it is us Ghanaians that have done you a disservice, or it's, I don't know how to put it.
Oh, David. It's not. That has nothing to do with Ghanaians not appreciate, because there's people out there that listen to the music and go like, "Oh, this guy is good," and whoa. Yeah, there's people out there that I know, right? So if I keep going, right? If I keep going, I might see with my eyes, or I go feed die self, go self, and
not good.
Yeah, before it happened. But whilst it hasn't happened like that, I think I'm still driven to go to the studio and like make
someone is asking,
record.
I don't know, but says, please ask AC Music why he's not connected with Walasi GH yet. Two greats. It's got to really be on one track.
Like for a feature, right?
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah, I just checked.
When you say working on it, because now when he says anything, we have to go and verify if he. You know, artist conversations.
So
have you guys done it?
No, we haven't done a record yet.
You see,
no, he said they are working on it.
Yeah.
So working towards it.
They are prelim. They are talking about it.
Musicians.
Yeah.
So I have songs over there that management are pointing out, okay, this guy would fit on this one. Because sometimes when I finish the song, I'm not actually thinking about who to put on it. I'm not thinking about So I'll finish the whole song and then they'll come in and go, okay, if you take this verse out and then you put this dude on it or this lady on it, it'll work. So we have a song that they have suggested that he would be great on it. So that's what I mean by when I say
You've been in the industry for
quite
years.
some time, yeah.
Yes. What's that one thing you've identified about Ghana's music industry, and how do you suggest a change when it comes to that? That one thing you've noticed, and then a change that you are suggesting.
I feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit. I feel like we don't give ourselves enough credit. So when it comes to the point where we have to give other people credit for what they're doing, you know, we're not doing everything wrong. Look at what Theme Music is doing right now with this. Something that we should, you know, support and give props to. You know, so
America and Ghana.
One was not now.
Straight out the Bronx, Chi-Town.
So you think?
Do it. Tell them.
South man, I told you, man, Lenny looking good. You know what it is, sis, man. Who's your babe, man? From the streets.
Hold on. Do you think, with what you've said, do you think it's the musicians that are not giving themselves enough credit, or is the industry being everybody, key players who are not giving the musicians enough credit?
We've got a minute more, so.
Right, I get help. I get love from the key players and the gatekeepers, and when I get love from that, I think if you make yourself available to them, they would, you know, work with you. So, with the artists giving themselves credits, they do, but most of the time they want the validation to come from outside of them. You know, that's a problem. You might get it sometimes, you might not get it sometimes. But if you're giving it to yourself all the time, you get it all the time.
Wow, man, listen.
I like that.
Yo, Lenny, tell us more about Tidal Rave, yo. Is this
It's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Tidal Rave is happening tomorrow.
Please, there will be nice
it's
girls
for
there.
really young people, so it's not for people 40 and above, like Cyril NG.
No, coach.
Wow. Please.
86
I'm 86.
Whatever plans these two
No,
have.
if they don't go, I won't go.
No, it's just the two of them I'm talking to.
All right, so
yes,
what
Cyril
are
and
we doing
Jay,
there?
40 plus. No, don't be there.
You
So
see,
we are going to
Lenny
be
wants to
bringing
keep
you-
us to herself. That's the whole thing. This agenda is that she doesn't want to share. She has got two handsome guys every morning. Every morning, two handsome guys come here, and then we'll be smiling with you, and you don't want to share. Ladies, she's lying. No, I'm 26. Jay is 24. We are fresh.
I'm older than you guys today.
Yes.
I see. Anyway, so we are going to be bringing you, very exciting and interesting content, everything that's happening at Tidal Wave. We are bringing it to you. And so, yeah, just keep it logged here.
All right.
Music TV. And then, enjoy it. I mean, if you don't have the chance to be there, right, we are here. We got you like that. So.
Lastly, just before we wrap up with you, so what's next? What's like in the...
What's next? The lineup. What they go on?
I have to do a show. The whole of last year, people were bashing me. There's no show. So we're looking to do a show probably next month, inshallah. More life.
Hallelujah.
Invite me, please.
Definitely.
You are invited.
Not even invite. We will go do the show. We're there inside.
The shade.
Yeah, it's 40 and above, please.
Well, anyway, so Irene on Plus 89.9 FM is coming up next. So please tune in and jam with her. She's going to give you some good
We've got
music.
Hot 40 on 3 Music TV as well.
Yeah, Plus, exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much. So, thank you, bro.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
No, really though.
And we
Thank
can go
you.
back
You brought the vibe.
You brought the vibe on there. But hey,
it's
to
good
you
to
out
be
there
here.
as well, big shout out to you, Casford, and to you, Devin Miles. I see you as well, and to Infinity. More tweets coming in here. The King himself, aka King NYW. I see all of you. They are bigging you up badly.
God bless them.
Yeah, check the tweets out as well. And thank you so much for watching. It's been a great week with you out there, and it's been a massive end of the week with us with AEC performance coming again on your screens as promised. You Fix Ghana. aka Casanoma GH. This is for you, bro. But anyway, my name is Jay Foley. Some call me Foley, others call me Jay Foley, and others call me Hey Jay. You can do yours.
I want to say shout out to my mom though. My mom has tuned into every single episode that we've done this past month. Yes.
No doubt.
Yes. So shout out to her.
Yeah.
She's one of the most supportive. No, she's the only actually supportive person in my corner, if I should say, when it comes to family, right? But friends, I have a few people. So shouts, mom, love you.
Yeah. I'll pick off Lenny's tangent and same thing. My mom like, oh, I watched you today. I like the shirt. You did well.
So I paid for my drinks, kept my head down, walked past him, hands in my pocket. I said, na 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 na, yeah yeah, love, na 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 na, yeah. Might have a point, and yes, I should have ran out. That's all I have is time I know, and I'm so close and kept on. I said, cause all I have is time I know, and I'm so close to the edge. Suicidal thoughts, I'll be free when I'm hey, police officer, won't you come around? I think I shot a man down. Testing troubles, tripped over my handles. Now I shot a man down, man down. Tell you what my mama told me. She said, Mama told me, son, don't let them pull you down. It's all on you. I heard my mama say, boy, you're not perfect, I know. Nobody is. It takes time. Mama said it takes time. Man down. Alright, let's get straight to it. All for the unbroken album. Big shout out to the homie Lee Quain. All the musical lunatics, anti-social, you know. Come on, man, we are now. Alright. Peace of mind over everything. Me see me one was a rush. Yeah, na me see man one atia. Asem na menye. Walking to the corridor, me go. My punch Lenny. See who feel present now. My shemwa, me who me sentence. Send any baby no all the way. Yes. What people say good? What does any be who? Say cry, I'm a papa, you no cry, free them. Yeah, nah. I say, boni pay, the past sem. Every yana nakatia, sem phone, was yammy him to one was a million. I said, yammy, I'm one was a million. So, who to trust? I know I must don't rush me, one was a million. So, and send me from me for me to so family only and you put I need the space. No, so wabapa when we marry for the best. Me and me near my baby, cause I think any hand to me. Yeah, solo 1,000. Me one, I'm telling you what I say. Me say me nah, say me trim. What's the trust? Cause of your work, I know. No snow. One no one say me say bad. Pass them the nyasem share. Won't so bien you achieve. Anything I me know. And to suffer for me. Say me do na me chia, na me chem. Ni I walk in na me trust them. Me o bien do my baby. What me say me ya auntie so. I said ya me see you na me work ye. What me say me ya auntie so. Who to trust? I know I must know. So, and send me from me to meet you. Na me the name na my humanity auntie so. Family owned, and don't go, I need the space. There you see, so as I'm Cassia, Frank, so there you see, now my dancing, yo, now my fans and the Messia, so man, so and got gang and so hey, now you so well, it might be so One for me na mo chance yo. First food no be food, sir. Let's run the phone. You want me say me so. I said you haven't seen you. Now me boy you want me say me so. Who to trust? I know I must don't rush. You want me say me so. And send me from me movement you. Now me name na my woman so. Family only. And no I need the space. The prayer you see hey. All the way back to 2016. Bless up the homie Nikwe still of the musical Lunatics. Free music, live on the culture daily. Yeah. Big up the homie Ricky. Refresh your memory. Wherever the party today, we step clean. Styling on the hate and flexing out. Put on for my kings and queens. We only find the time for the queens. Yeah, come on, be any hobby. If it ain't money, we ain't cool. And by the way, I like to hit it with the color. So I holler at the landlord, make you tell him the key. And nowadays, whole city go grey when I drop that fire. Oh, he's blowing up and take a phone, I don't need that. Hey, you know I mean that. The boy focus on the mom, we can grind like a villain. I see money about now, care what you know, but we know they should live. Still ballin', worldwide, still to live to the city. I need a belly, I can take a bomb and I don't go ahead. One shilling, you want shilling. Hey, I woke up like holy, is that me? Look what I become, cause I stuck these up and said, Mother, hey, what you thinking? And you don't got it like this, but you watching. And don't it make sense that your girl already been inside for me? Now hold on, walk with me, another better pop it. A third straps in the club to know about the stalin'. Hey, so what you mad for? Can a young to live with the truly don't stop? Real kings vibing when the eight connect. The fucking main attraction. Woo! I hit the club and the party like a grind like a villain. Oh, I see money about now, care what I know, but we know they chilly. Still ballin', worldwide with it. Still to look silly. I need a melody, I can. Take a bomb and a young boy, no. One chilly. Yeah, that be kind like a villain. I see money about now, care what I know, but we hey, still ballin'. Worldwide with it, still to let you silly. I need a melody, I can. Take a bomb and a young boy, no. One chilly. Wherever the party be, the man say we clean and they carry now for crazy. Can't get enough away. They know we live in here with the fire blazing. Oh, it's gonna cost you, baby. Don't it look like the boys will extort me, baby? Hey, MC's for this, baby. I said, you know you want to know the feeling. I used to. Culture daily live and in color. Telling all my good people that way they hold their grudges and all. Let it go, alright? All for the unbroken album. Na. Listen. Raise vibrations, it's a different meditation we're choosing. And if there's something we can do, then we must do with love and faith right now or never. That's enough for everyone. If we pass it all around, we'll keep it moving, I swear. There's never been a better time to be alive, to need each other, and realize that we all we got, forgiving all trespasses, and let it all go. Let it go, just let it all go, just. Metum, I come, metum. Just see fam, now let it all go. Let it go, just let it all go, yes. I said, Mubia, Huna, Home, sweat. Talanku, let it all go. Yeah, I said, there's a need to be free, excel in health, to be ourselves, to live in harmony. If you get there fast, you go alone. You wanna go far, you go together. It won't matter what time or weather. Now we know we must do better. Hey, you got my back, I got yours. I let my pride go just for the cause. we ain't taking no loss. You see, there's other things that's more important. So we wipe this slate clean and live the greatest story ever told. Cause loving never got old, oh no. And we realized it, we let it all go. Let it go, oh no, let it all go, yes. Metu Macau, metu miss. TSC fem now let it all go. Let it go, yes, miss it. Let it all go, yes. I said Mubia Huna Home swear. Dalanku and let it all, yeah, let it go. And let it all go. And metu Macau, metu. TSC fem now let it all go. Let it go, just let it all go, yes. I said Mubia Huna Home swear.